Okay, students, good morning. So the students who are available in the online, am I audible? Okay. So in the last session, we started with the concept of functions. Started the concept of functions. So we almost came into the discussion of that. Importance of functions, we discussed it. And then what is the definition of function? What is the purpose of function? What are the advantages of function? Advantage of function. So various points, advantages of function. So advantages of function and parts of functions, phases in functions, we have already discussed. Did you remember that? Come on, students in the online, right? So with the functions, what we can do? With functions, what we can do? We can perform the operation and provides code reusability. Reusability, no, code reusability. So technical words are important. Provides what reusability? Code reusability can be done. Okay. Now, moreover, dear students, now I would like to go to further discussion in the class. And advantages of functions also we discussed. Advantages of functions also. Parts of functions also we discussed it. Okay. So we almost came into the picture to go for what? Syntax for defining the function. Syntax for defining the function. Shall we start, students? Yeah. So let us start with syntax for defining the function. So to start the defining the function, what is the keyword we are using? Come on, which keyword we are using? DEF. Keyword is called DEF. Okay. After that, what is the next? Function name. Function name. After that, what? Very good. Formal parameters. Next, what symbol? Indentation symbol. After that, what? Indentation block. Indentation block. So that is the syntax. So all of you try to tell me what is the syntax. All of you forget. DEF. Come on, ma. Function name. Function name of what? List of formal params. List of formal params. Okay. If any, don't worry about it. I'm writing today. If any, don't worry about it. I will explain. Next, I will write it here. Students, statement 1. Statement 1. Next is called what? Statement 2. So on, I will go for what? Statement N. Statement N. So I'm writing statement N. So I'm writing here statement N. So saying here statement N. N number of statements we are writing it. So these statements are called what? Indentation block. Right? So Pooja, my typing is not so fast. Okay. Even I am also same. Even my typing also not so fast. I am also searching for each keyword. Sometimes I read spelling mistakes also because of searching that. What do you know? Letters and all. Okay, don't worry. So Pooja, don't worry, ma. So statement 1, statement 2, statement N. So program part we need to write very perfectly. So typing work we are not bothering about it. Are you for it? Come on, start with this. Last class, I also said one important word here. Did you remember that? What is that, ma? Doc string. Doc string. So what is that? Doc string. Doc string. Another point is like this. I can write it. So that a doc string can be that multi-line assign, that is called a multi-line string. Multi-line string I am writing. That is called a triple double quotes. I used it. You can write the description either in single line or you can write in multi-line. Multi-line string you can write it. So dear students, here I would like to continue this part. Here I would like to say this function name, this line which I highlighted, this total line is called what? First, come on fast. Total line is called what? Syntax for defining the function. Syntax for defining the function. Okay. In the function syntax defining, how many parts are there? DEF, function name, formal parameters, indentation symbol, doc string, indentation block. Okay. All those things, if you clearly understand me, this I will manage it. This is called one thing I am going to say. That is called what? Function heading. Spell out. Spell out. Function heading. This part from doc onwards, it is known as what? Function body. Function, as human being contains head and body is there, like that. Function heading. Please spell out what this is called. What this is called? Right. Because this terminology is an important. In function heading, what is the words covered? DEF, function name, list of formal parameters, indentation symbol. In the body, what is covered? Doc string, string 1, statement 1, statement 2, statement n. Statement 1, statement 2, statement n. I hope you are following me. So this part I would like to bring into, into some paintbrush I will explain. In paint place I will explain, because I want to give you some clarity in this area. See, dear students, I am going to give you in this line syntax for, I am explaining what students, syntax for, I am going to give you syntax for. So let me reduce some space, students, syntax for defining the function. This is the syntax for defining the function. Defining the function. See, I will take up this syntax for defining the function. I will write lot of points there. Try to understand me carefully. So these points, this is the points, things I am going to explain. Now inside of it, I am going to paste that definition what I copied it. See these students, I just said this is the one which I would like to give you the clarity. List of formal parameters if any. List of formal parameters if any. And this part, I just want to take it once again. I will cut it and I will paste here. Little gap I want to give you. Little gap I want to give you. So this part is called what? Doc string I said. 1 minute. So I say this, I will paste it here. I said doc string. I said this is a doc string. Okay. So here I just will take it. Statement 1, statement 2, statement 2, and statement 3. N number of statements are there. And this is statement n. Dear students, this is comes under overall. This is the complete meaning of what? What this entire thing is known as? Function. Come on, quickly. Syntax for? Yes. Now I will give you, and you should not forget this thing, because I am giving with a not even in the simple Python programming. I am giving for the entire data science level. Functions are going to be like anything important that you have to understand. This is called what, ma? Function definition. This is called what? Function definition. Okay. This function definition, okay, containing one more component I want to write it. What is the component here? This part is called what? Function heading. This one is called function heading. This one. It is called what? Function heading. This area where it is pointing is called a function heading. Should not forget function heading. Function heading this is. I say next line, function heading. Okay. And what is this part is called? This part is known as what, ma'am? This part is called function body. This part is called a function body. So I'm going to say this one is called a function body. This is called a function body. So I say here function body. So let us watch this function body. Are you following me? This is called a function body. Okay, students. Now you should not forget this type of syntax. Now let me go to the next explanation part I want to give it. Explanation part I want to give it. What is an explanation here I am giving? Just try to follow me carefully. So just try to follow me. I am going to give you the explanation part here. Okay. So let us go to the explanation part. So come on students, start. What is the first point you need to understand here? What is the DEF? I am giving the description for all my points one by one. So I am describing the syntax for the function now. So what are the points I am writing? You just try to observe it. Explanation I am going to give you. So try to understand explanation now. So start here. First point I am going to give you the clarity. What is DEF? I just want to write it. Come on, everybody try to help me. What is the first point here? DEF is a keyword. DEF is a keyword. Try to understand all of you. DEF is the keyword used for defining what is that? Defining function definition. Okay, used for defining function definition, right? Next is called what? Second point I am going to write it, because in this document only I have to write the complete meaning. What is the function name now? Come on everybody. Function name is, after all, one variable name or not? Is a valid variable name. Is a valid variable name, and it is one of the important point, and it is an object of what? Object of class function. You know, class called list, class called tuple, like that. Some classes are there or not? Class called what? Function. All of you try to understand me, students. Class called function. Next is called what I am doing here. Tell me. Next part I am going to give you the clarity here. What is the next part here? Third point I am going to define. Third point. What is this next? List of formal parameters. I am writing here list of what? Formal params. List of formal parameters represents what? Represents what? List of what? Variables used in function heading. Where I am using the formal parameters. If you don't speak, I will convert into online once again. If you don't speak, I will go to online once again. Speak. If you speak, come to offline. Otherwise, we'll go to online. Okay, last and final. So, list of formal parameters represents list of variables used in where? Function heading. And they are used for what purpose? Storing or what? Holding what? The inputs. Holding the inputs coming from where? Function calls. Coming from function calls. So coming to the point back, coming to the function calls, right? Done. That is called one important point, where I am using list of formal parameters in the function heading. This is called a list of. Why I am giving this much carefully is, once we don't know functions properly, we cannot understand OOPS features very well. That's why I'm giving very carefully. From functions onwards, any Python student you take it, they don't know anything about it. They might be learned Python means they will think that only loops, operators like that. So the more and more fragments will start from this topic. That's why be perfect in that area. If you speak in the class, otherwise I will go for online. It's up to you, right? So let us go to the fourth point now. Fourth point. So fourth point I am going to define. What is the fourth point? Indentation already you know, na? So I need not write indentation symbol. So colon represents what? You know. Next, fourth point I am talking about a doc string. Look at that. I am writing here Doc string. Doc string represents what? Yesterday you said represents what? Documentation string, because already you are very perfect in full forms. Represents document string. Document string. And it describes describes the functionality of what? Function. Describe the functionality of what? Function. What exactly your function is doing, whose functionality will be described. Describing the functionality of the function. And the fifth point I will write it. And it is optional to write or mandatory to write? And it is optional to write it. I may write it, I may not write it. That is not necessary, and there is no much importance. There is no much importance. I need not to worry about that. Next part I am going to continue, my dear students. Look at that. Statement 1, statement 2, statement N. I would like to speak about it. Come on here. Statement 1, comma. What is that next? Statement 2, so on. What is this now? Statement N represents what? Block of statements. Block of indentation represents indentation block of statements. Indentation block of statements. Indentation block of statements. What it will give you? What it will give you? Logic for problem solving or not? Indentation block of statements represents what? Logic. Actually strictly called as, this is nothing but what? In industry we call it as what? Business logic we can call. Business logic. Business logic for problem solving. Problem solving. Very good. Problem solving. Very nice. This is called what? Some parts of my function is explained. DEF, it is not only for today's purpose. I am giving a full picture of it. DEF keyword meant for function definition. Function name is after all one variable name. It is treated as an object of which class? Function class. Every variable in Python is called object. Function name is also called what? Object. Of which type? One class is required. Which is the class name? Function. Right? And indented doc string is optional to write it. Statement 1, statement 2, statement N are called what? Indentation block of statements, and provide the solution for problem solving. That is called business logic. Business logic is nothing but providing the solution for the given problem. Is called what? Business logic. It's an official terminology. Okay, students. Now I am writing one more important point. I would like to write it. In the body, very shortly I am going to the beautiful programming I will start. In the body, function body, see on the screen, function body. It is my definition. In the body, in this body, we use, in this body, I mean to say, in this place, I am going to use some extra variables. I will use it. Already we used some variables in where? Function heading. We call it as which variables? Formal parameters. I will use some additional variables inside of where? Function body. We call it as which variables? Local variables we can call. First time you are hearing the word. What variables they are called? Local variables we can call. In Python, we have a lot of variables. Global variables, local variables, formal variables, instance variables, class level variables. 5 varieties of variables are there. But people will call it a variable. How many variables are there? Totally 5. If anybody speak about the variable as a most programmer expert, you have to say 5. What is the first one? Formal variables. Where are you using formal variables? Function heading. Where are you using local variables? Function body. Global variables is there. Instance variables, global variables, local variables, formal variables. In functional programming, it will come. When I go to object-oriented programming, you will get 2 more variables extra. What are those 2 more variables extra? instance variables and class level variables will come. That I will explain separately. So at present, how many variables are coming? 3. One is formal. Where are we using? Function. Good. Local variables. Where I am using? Why I am using local variable? To hold the result of my function. During my business logic development, some extra variables required to store my temporary results. For that purpose, I need what? Local variables. Are you following, students? Let me write it. That point also I will mention. Because once if I write the document you have to apply up to data science level. So at present, what is the coding I am giving? It is an evergreen for you. So if you learn data science well with all the algorithms, my coding will support you. If concepts of data science is not good, you cannot do anything else. So come on to the point. In function body, I am writing this part. In function body, we use some variables. Some variables for what purpose? For what purpose you are using that variables, ma? For holding or for storing which results? Temporary results during function execution, function execution, and such a type of variables are called which variables? Local variables we can call. See, students, how easy this is. What is the difference between formal variables and local variables? Compulsory question, and it is very easy. Local variables are used in where? Function body. What for? To store the temporary results. What is the purpose of formal parameters or formal variables? To hold the inputs coming from function call. Where we are using? Function heading. Function? Good. So no confusions, students. I hope it is clear. Next, last point I want to write it. What is my last point I want to give you? What is my last point? Let me write a little more formatted way. So I'm writing, this is called one sentence. I wrote it here. This is just one sentence I wrote. Okay. Now, students, I will like to give you one additional sentence, my dear students here. What is my student here? I want to give is seventh point. I would like to write it. What is the seventh point I am writing? Observe it. Only one point I would like to write. Because whenever I go for the total concepts of functions, these 7 points are like anything important for you. Now, the formal parameter values plus local parameter values or formal variable values and local variable values can be accessed in the corresponding function definition only. You cannot access the local variable values and formal variable values in other function we cannot access. That is called what? Scope of the variable we can call. What is it? Scope. Simple, mom. You have 10 rupees in your packet. That is called a local. You have some 10 rupees on the board. It is a formal parameter to us. In this class only you can access. So your variable and this board variable, we cannot use it into some other kind of class. Are you understanding? So what do you mean by scope entered? Scope is nothing but lifespan of it, where you can access, where we cannot access. Shall I write that? Where can I access the values of local variables and formal variables? Within the function definition only. We cannot access into where? Other function definitions. Shall I write that point? So this is an important, programmatically a lot of confusions to be eliminated. This point I am writing. The values of, see students, the values of, what is that? Local variables and what? Formal parameters can be params, can be accessed within where? Corresponding function definition only. Corresponding function definition corresponding function definition only. I will write corresponding function definition only. Corresponding function definition only, but not possible to access. I will write it. I'll continue this, but not possible to access. But not possible to access in where? Not possible to access in where? Some other function definitions. Some other function definitions. I hope you are understanding. Is it clear, students? These are the 7 points you must remember. So that I am going to programming. Is this definition, syntax and everything clear, students? Come on, ma. Clear? Right. Students who are in the online, is it clear for you? Right. See, ma, I am writing all the points in the class. See, student. Sohel, don't worry, ma. I am mentioning every point in the class. Every point. Sohel, don't worry like that. So nobody is perfect in all the things. So please don't feel that I'm mentioning every point inside of it. So here, Ritesh, some other function or some function, some other function or some function, no problem. You can write it. Right, students? Come on to the point of it. Some other function or some function, both of them are same. And don't worry about it, that word other is missing. Don't worry. Some function means what? Other function, right? So not possible to access in other function definition. If you want, I can write the word called what? Other also, no problem. Some means what? Somebody else. Okay. Is it clear? Shall I go to the programming? Yes. So this, whenever you don't answer, I will open this point. So throughout our entire course of functions, modules and packages, how useful this is, I cannot imagine. Shall we start? Open the notes. Write a Python program. Everybody open it. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will calculate small example I will give you, which will calculate sum of two numerical values, sum of two numerical values, sum of two numerical values by using functions, by using functions. Very good. By using functions, now I am going to discuss. Shall we start up? Right. Look at that. So almost everything is discussed. Nothing is left out. Now I will save this. If it goes means it's a problem. I will just save it. Go to the place and a syntax for. I'm saying that syntax for defining. I will just upload this as this. Syntax for defining the function. Syntax for defining the function. So be careful, try to understand most perfectly. Let us go to the program window now. So let's go. Edit plus, say what, others, and then say what? Python. Start up. Look at that very carefully. What is my concept? This is called add this function, this function computes what? Sum of two numbers. Sum of what? Two numbers. By using what? Functions. By using functions. By using functions. Start with what? How many parts are there in functions? Two parts. One is function definition, function call. Function definition first, function call first. Function definition is important. Do you know how to define the function? Start. DEF, very good. Function name, add OP. Add OP. Two values are coming. Come on, ma. A comma B. A comma B are called what? Formal parameters. And I will write what here? Pass. What is the meaning of pass? Keyword which instructs the PVM, don't consider the indentation block. Now I am going to write indentation block. Now I am writing the indentation block. Pass is a keyword which makes the PVM to understand, don't consider the indentation block. If I don't write pass, immediately it will look for the indentation block. Okay. Now tell me, add C is equal to A plus B. What is that? C is called local variable. So here I am writing, here C is called local variable. Local variable. Very good. And now what I will do? I will give the result back to you. There are 4 approaches are there to define my functions. I will start very soon. Return. Now I am giving the result back. Today is a very, very important day, plus confusing day also today. Return C. Return C. What is the return here? Return is a statement which is used to give the value back. Suppose if I am asking a question, you will give me the answer or not? How you will give the answer? Return your answer. I am asking a question. A question is called input to you. You will hold it into your formal parameter. You will process my question. You will give the answer to me. Giving the answer to me is called what? Return statement. Getting me or not? So return of that C. Now this is comes under what? Function definition. What is that? Program execution never starts from function definition. Function definition will execute when you call it. Am I correct? Function definition will execute when we call it. Let me show you that proof to you. Print of I am before what here? Function definition. I am before what definition? Function definition. I am before function definition. Here I am writing after. Here I am writing I am after function definition. I am after function definition. Are you able to follow me? That means the PVM will execute line number 2. PVM will execute line number 7. PVM will not execute line number 3. Because function definition will execute when we call. Without calling, function definition will not execute. That point you must remember. Function definition voluntarily cannot execute. Self-execution will not be there. Function definition will execute when we call the function. Are you able to understand? So let me save this code, ma. Let me save this code. So for I am writing here fun example1.py. Fun example1.py. Just to save this code. Let us save this code. Go to this place. I will go to this functions. I say first program we are coming now. Go to the command prompt. Go to the command prompt. Equal. So I say here Python 11 a.m. 9 a.m. Say that functions here. Now execute. See students, py function example 1. See the output of my code. What happens? Okay. So there are 2 things are there. 2 opening brackets are there. So just try to take it. Now see carefully. Now answer is what? I am from function definition and I am after that. In middle of it some logic is there. You see in another way. This is called line number 3. Line number 3. Right? And this is called line number. What is that? Line number 8. Line number 8. Now you see the logic here. You see 3 and 8 is there. In middle some part is there or not? What it indicates? Function is defined, but what is not there? Call is not there. So to execute my definition, definitely I have to do what? Yes. So let us go to that. This is whatever the lines I wrote. This third line and then this lines are called what? Main program entries. So I will remove this statement. You understand that part. Now I am writing what here? Main program. So I am writing main program. Main program means from the place where program execution starts. From the place where program execution starts. See that I am writing here. I am from main. Just I am writing this because the first time you are in, you see that execution. I am from main. It is not, even though the statement is there at line number 8 and you started defining it 7 third, it is not executing from this place. It is executing from this place only. Right, students? So electric tube light is there, switches are there. Where you will go? We will go to electric bulb or electric switches. Switches are called what? Call. And this is called what? Definition. Now, come on, ma, call. Add OP. Add OP of what? 1020. What this is called, my dear students? Function call. Once you call the function, mathematical awareness I already told you. See, dear students, all of you, because understand most perfectly. Don't understand of things, dangerous things. Come on, what is this, ma? Function definition. Function definition will be executing when we call. So what is happening? 2 will go to X, 3 will go to Y, executing the business logic and giving the return the result. Result is coming to my function or not? Since it is a mathematics, coming to my computer science, here function call will go to where? Function heading. What is the value of AB here? 1020. 1020 added in, kept into C. Written what? 30. Once written 30, you have to hold it into one variable, my dear students. Here I have to write some variable. C is equal to, or something like C1 is equal to, add OP of. I should pass what value here? 1020. It is just sending the values there and getting the return C into this place called what? C1. Are you able to understand? So come on to the point of it. I will write here result is equal to. Now I will print the result. Print. What is this now? Sum is equal to, comma, what is this? Result. Are you following? And don't get tension here. Line number 8. What is line number 8 is called? What is the function call is doing? Sending the values or not? How these values are going? First of all, 10 is going to A and 20 is going to where? And calculate it and return the C. C value is going to come and place it in where? Result. What is this result? Is an extra variable I am using in main program to hold this C. You may ask one question, sir, why don't you print the value C, sir? Why don't you print the value C, sir? See, my dear student, I am saying that C. Sum is equal to, comma, what are you doing? C. What is C? Local variable. What is my description in the programming? Last point, my dear student, please look at that. The values of local variables and formal parameters can be accessed within corresponding function definition only, but not possible to access in some function definition. Some part of the program you cannot access. Are you understanding? So try to print it. That's why all these statements are like a formula statements. Execute it and see the error, you will get it. Name error, you will get it. Since that variable is not there, you will get error. See, my dear student, sum is equal to C. Line number 9 is not found. Name error is coming. Name C is not defined. Are you getting my point? Go back. And C is called which variable? And you cannot access A also. You cannot access B also. You cannot access A, you cannot access B, you cannot access C also. So definitely what I need, I require one additional variable to hold my C or not. So I'm saying there, what I'm taking? Result. You take any name, your name you take it, no problem. I will take my name as a resultant variable. It is a variable name which I am holding the value of C and I will write it. What is my variable name? KVR. I just took it here. Just try to see this one. Try to see, execute, and 30 is the result coming or not? And KVR is a variable I am using in the main program. I will take it as what? Result. So try to understand here, result. So I am taking here, sum is equal to what? Result I am taking. So here I got the result like this. Is it understandable? Fine. So let us coming back to this and analyze now. Is it okay? Everybody got it? Students in the online, are you comfortable with this explanation? Whatever I am explaining, you try to worry about the terminology, ma. I have a separate explanation for global variables. All those things I can do it. Right. Now, you will have a doubt. Sir, can I write C also here? Can I write C here? Can I write C? No problem. I can write it. No problem. We can write it. C, add of OP. I am returning the C value into this C. This C is different and this C is different. There is a local variable C. This is a main program related variable. You don't worry about the same variables here and there. It doesn't mean that can't we use that type of doubt is not necessary. That type of doubt is not necessary. So I will write it here. See students, I will write here what C. Save this program now. Coming out of this code. Now see this example. Sum is equal to C. You got it. 30 is the coming. So this sum is called a local variable here. Local variable here. This sum is a variable in the main program. Don't worry about this. What variable this C is called. I will explain. This is clear? Shall we move forward? Yes. This is a simple example I did. Next, you observe this approach. In this approach, Tamanna, don't take your own things, ma. Variable overriding, function overriding. These are all those things. I'm not going to comment on it. Don't take your own spicy on your subject. Tamanna, I'm giving you advice for you. Don't try to take your own words. Don't use your own words in interview point of view. Right. Now, if you use your own words, total context will disturb. Right. So whatever I am telling, you try to follow that. Right. Now see that I am writing here written. What is the written here? Here I am writing. Here written is a statement. All of you should follow me. Written is a statement used to return the value. Or result from which body? Function body. Return statement always used inside of a function body to give the result back. Understand? Fine. Now coming to the point of it. Once you return the result, I am getting that result into this place. Right. Pavan Kalyan, be patient, ma. I will give you. Write doc string. I told Pavan Kalyan, doc string writing is mandatory or optional? Optional. So need to listen Pavan Kalyan carefully. Right? Optional. So don't tell me write doc string here. It is an optional. If at all you want to, because useful things you learn first. Unuseful things not necessary to worry about in the beginning only. Right? It is a 2 minutes job. I can write here. What is the 2 minutes job? I can write this program. There is no use of it now. This program, because you can't wait until I explain. This program calculates sum of two numbers. This is a documentation I gave. Okay, execute. Now, am I worrying about that answer now? No need. I will tell in the class, sir, now tell me what is the documentation, how to get it. Now I am going to tell you one by one. What is my function name? Add OP. Now you see, add OP is called one variable or not? Add OP is called one type of variable. So, listen, all of you listen. So now I am explaining. So type of add OP is equal to comma type of what? Add OP is called one variable name of which type? Function type. Slowly one by one. Look at that type of function type I am using. Execute this. I got it what? Add OP is a variable of what? What is the function here? Class Soloni inta. So very dangerous. So what is this add OP is a variable of which type? Function. Function is called what? Add OP is called what? Function name. Every function name is also called one variable name. It is an object of which type? Function. What is the function here? What is the add OP? Function name. Every function name is also one variable object or not? Which is of which type? Function type. Look at my explanation here. Function name is one of the valid variable name. One of the valid variable name treated as an object of what? Class function. Class function. Now I want to describe. I want to get it. Description of my function. I want to get the description of my function. I will say print of document of description, or I will say doc string DOC, doc string of what? Doc string of function. Doc string of add OP function is equal to comma your function name. What is the function name? Come on, add OP, which is an object, dot underscore doc underscore, which will print you the documentation. What is the documentation I was given? What is the documentation I was given? To get the documentation work, you have to call what? Function name dot what? Underscore DOC. It is something like an attribute. It is something like an attribute. What is an attribute? I told you A is equal to 2 plus 3J. A plus 2J. A dot real. Did you remember this? A dot IMAG. A dot IMAG. What is real and IMAG? Attributes. Like that today, what is add OP? Is an object. Dot underscore doc underscore is called what? Attribute present in every function, which will give you the documentation string of your function. And there is no use of such as on today. It is a waste of time. I will discuss in an appropriate moment. So you can't wait until I explain. Look at the last one. Is there any use? First, let me concentrate on most useful things. Don't be excited. This class is totally different from all your academic students. Try to follow me carefully. Pavan Kalyan, are you clear? Pavan Kalyan, are you clear with this? Document string, I wrote it. Everything. Is there any use of this one? Right now, is there any use now? So it's just a time waste if I talk about this unnecessary thing. Let me concentrate. So with this programming first. Okay, so let us move to the next. This is one example I said. I want to go for, if one problem is given for us, how many ways we can solve our problem? In how many ways we can solve our problem using functions? That is our question. See the question, all of you. Open the question. Open your question in the book. What is the question? Write a Python program which will calculate sum of two numerical values. Okay, this is one example or not? This is one example. Let me go to the another way, because I wrote function name and all those things. Let me go for it. Now I am going to talk about, now I am explaining this question, what I dictated. In 4 ways I will explain. In 4 ways I will explain. If you get confused, I am not responsible. One question solving in 4 ways. It's really great. I am not saying only 1 way, 2 ways, 3 ways, 4 ways I am explaining. Let us follow this carefully. So I am talking about approach number 1 I am explaining. Approach number 1 I am explaining. Very good clarity I will give you. Let us follow. This is, I am calling it as approach 1. This function computes the sum of two numbers by using what? Functions. What is my coding file name also? Approach 1. Okay, right. What is my function? DEF. Take the function name is what? Add OP A comma B. Already you are aware of it. C is equal to what? Next what? Return. That's it. Return C. This is called one approach. Main program, let me write it. Already you are aware of it. You are aware of it. Today I am going to take it. Result is equal to add OP of 10 comma 20. Okay. Let me print that result. Result is equal to, or I can write sum is equal to. Once this class is over, we will become so perfect in the approaches. So that, let me save this code. Let me save this code. Okay, come to this program, say py, I say approach 1, I got the result. Next, carefully follow. One more time I will call you. One more time I will call you. What I am passing here? 100 and 200 I am passing. Again I am passing. How many times defined? One time defined. How many times I am calling? Many times. Mathematical approach you see. F of x is equal to x plus y, and this is called one function call. This is called a second function call. This is called third function call. Like that I can call my program also any number of times or not. Here I am writing minus 10. Here I am writing minus 20. Third time also I am calling, my dear students. Result is called what? Minus 30. Result is called minus 30. So how many times defined? How many times defined? 3. One time. How many times I am calling? 3 times I am calling. Is it clear? So let us start with this here. Instead of this, what I am doing is, look at x is equal to float of, look at input of, come on students, enter what value? First value. Next I am taking, next enter what value? Second value. You just follow me to become a programmer perfectly. Next is called what? Function name. What is the function name? Comma what? X comma y. X comma y. Which I am going to get it as what? Result. Take your own variable name. Print of, tell me, sum is equal to, comma, what is this? Result. Start. Execute. Go to this location, students. Py, see this, sorry. So say this now. Execute. Enter the first value, some 12. Enter the second value, some 23.4. I got the result called what? Like this. Once again you run 4.5 and next is called 2.3. I got the result called what? 6.8. Now you say minus 3.4 and minus 34.5. I got the result like this. Clear or not clear? Clear. So in this case, put your concentration then. What are you doing now? So to understand this, this is called approach number 1. Same program, I will do approach number 2. After that, I will talk about both of them at a time. Observe it. See students, without writing coding with your logics, there is no use of learning softwares. Logic building is most important. We will get a job without logics, 2 lakhs package, something like 3 lakhs package. Why can't you try for 5 lakhs package? So if you want to have higher packages, definitely logics must be good. Otherwise, we cannot. So let us coming to the approach number 2. What are we doing in approach number 2? I am saying. Later we compare both approach 1 and approach 2. Based on 1 and 2 understanding, I will go to 3 and then 4 also. Okay, na? What are the phases in functions? All of you answer my question. What are the phases in functions? 3 phases are there. What is the first phase? See there. See, learn from them. Learn from online students. Input. Taking input. Next, process. Next, already explained. Yesterday's class only explained. Here I explained. Phases in functions. I already uploaded. Taking function input. Every function must process the input. Every function must give what? Output. You need to remember, I told already in the class. Phases in functions. Every function must take an input. Every function must process the input. Every function must give the output. Here you see what is happening. Every function is accepting input. Every function is processing. Every function is giving the output back. If you don't remember, I can't do anything else. I said already, my class will give you number 1 content for you. If you don't remember, I can't do anything. I can't wait also. I'll move forward. Next approach I am going to do. DEF, what is my function name? Add OP. See, I am not writing any formal parameters now. I am not writing any formal parameters. That indicates what will happen? Hold on, there only, hold on, pass. What is the meaning of it? No formal parameters means input is not coming from function call. When I am not writing formal parameters means input is not coming from, right, not coming from function call. Okay, sir. When it is not coming from function call, definitely function need an input or not? Where you will take the input then? I will take inside the body. Either you supply the values from outside or you take the input in inside. Getting or not? In other words, when you are a student getting the money from your parents, you are receiving in your formal parameter. Now you got a job, so they won't send the formal parameters to you. You are getting the money by yourself in your body only. Are you getting this? Come on, take x is equal to come on, float of input of enter what value? First value. Enter which value? First value. Okay, y is equal to float of what is this? Enter which value? Second value. Enter second value. Okay, what I will do next? Z is equal to what is that? X plus y. What is this line is called? 4 and 5 are called what? Chadukura మీరు అసలు. What is this? Input. Can't you read after going to home? What is that line number 4 and 5? Input. What is line number 6 is called? Process. First initiation must be there. After I say input, you will continue process, output and etc. Now see what I am doing. I am printing the result there only. I am printing the result there only. I am printing inside only. What is that now? I will say sum of like this is equal to like this dot format of x comma y comma z. Where I am printing that? This is called what? Output. This is called output. Where I am doing all these things? Come on. In the function body only. Everything I am doing in the function body. Everything I am doing inside the function body. Let us concentrate. What is this one? Taking input inside the function body. I am processing inside the function body and I am printing the output inside the function body. In earlier what I did, you see, here also you see, I am taking the input from outside, that is from function call. I am processing only inside the function body. I am giving the result back to the function call or not. But what I am doing in this approach, what I am doing, I am taking inside the function input inside the function body. I am processing inside the function body. I am printing my result inside the function body only. Understand? But both of them will give you the same result. You can ask me which one to follow, sir. Whichever you like it, you follow. More subject will give you more ideas to do the problem solving very well. If I know four or five routes, whichever route I like it, I will go for it. Or whichever is shortest and whichever is comfortable, you can do that. Am I clear? Whichever is the shortest route, whichever is comfortable, I will prefer. I am telling all the four routes for you. Whichever route is comfortable for you, you can take it. If you bring your car, I will go in main road. If I bring my small vehicle, I will go in a gullies. If I bring a other vehicle, I will go in other route. Like that I will go. All routes will give you the solution only. Let's go. Let's go. Now I will go to main program. I need, right or not? Come on. What is this now? Main program. Just you call the function. What is my function name? That's it. Neither sending the input from the function call nor holding the result from the function definition. I am just calling the function. Whenever you call the function, where it is going, where it is going, my dear students, it is going to this place and getting my input place and doing the processing. I am displaying the result there only. This is called approach number 2. Some people will ask, sir, I like approach number 2. Will I follow always? Follow what is there. But sometimes inputs coming from outside also. Because you are the one, you are developer of the function plus caller of the function. Today you are the developer plus caller. You are developing your function plus you are calling the function. Tomorrow you are going to be the developer, somebody else is the caller. Or tomorrow somebody else is the developer, you are calling that function. They are expecting send the values. That time I will go for which approach? That time I will go for which approach? Approach number 1. Approach number 1, receiving the values from main program. Approach number 2, not receiving any values from main program. From function call it is not receiving. But where are you taking? Inside the body. Where are you processing? Inside the body. Where are you printing the result? Inside. Execute now. Execute now. There is no difference at all. Out. Go to this place. Go to this place. Now see py, see that now enter the first value 12 and 3.4. I got the output like this. Are you able to follow me? Now see that approach number 2, 12.4 and say minus 12.4. Answer is like this. Are you able to follow? Right. Now tell me how many functions I am defining now? Only one function. Next, I will go for multiple functions I can define. Slowly, level by level, I am going on explaining. Right. Coming to the point back. This is called what? Approach number 2. What is the difference between approach 1 and approach 2? Tell me, in approach 1, what is happening? Tell me here, input, taking from where? From where? Taking from where? Function call. Taking from where? Function call. Next, please. What is the next? Process is done in where? Inside of where? Function body. Function. Okay. Next is called what? Output. That is called a result. Result or what? Output. Output I am giving. Result or what? Output. Giving in where? Function call. Function where? Call. I am giving the function call only now. I am giving to the result to function call. Return statement giving the result back to the function call only. This is called approach number 1 points. Similarly, coming to the approach number 2, you come. Same thing you try to mention here and try to observe it. Input is taking in where? Taking in where? In function. Come on. Body. Process is in where? Always in function body. Next, result is in where? Yes. Inside of what? Inside of what? Function. Okay. Inside of function body. Next is what? Taking inside of what body? Function body. This is called what? Approach number 2. No more confusions. Confusion? Right. Students who are following me strictly, any confusion? Are you getting my points carefully? Come on. Go to the point of it. Manikanta. Yes, ma. You don't try to keep the advice to the Python language. Say that you felt that this is more easy one for you. But I prefer this one also. I prefer this one also. I prefer this one also. Manikanta, are you following, ma? So don't go for stick up to 1 to 1. If we go to an interview, if you say, how many approaches you know? If I say only one approach I know, definitely my friend will say I know 4 approaches. Definitely this one person approach will not be selected at all. That's why let me teach all the possibilities of solution in the class. Don't feel burden of learning multiple things. When you learn multiple things, you will get a more subject. Okay now? So shall I move forward? Yes, what is this approach now? Let me take one small paintbrush. What is the first one? First approach is what? Taking values. Taking values. And who is taking values? Who is taking values? Function is taking values and giving the result or not? Return the values. Return the value. This is called this approach. This is called this approach. Who is taking the values? Function is taking the values. Taking values, I mean to say. TV means taking the values. Who will take the values? Function. And giving the result back. This is called approach number 1. This is A1. I will call it as A1. This is called A1. Depending on the requirement, we need to take it. Okay. Now tell me A2. What is the A2, please? Not returning values. NRV means not returning values. I'm giving some idea here. Not returning values. Who is not returning values? Function. And not taking values also. But where are you taking values? Inside. Not returning values means where are you defining the result? Inside. Where are you processing? Inside. Did you understand that meaning? Shortcut. I just gave for your clarity purpose. Okay. Now come on back. If anybody having clarity, now I am asking with your intelligence, if you are little intelligent student, you can answer my question also. Now I am expecting A3. I am expecting A3. What is A3? You apply the mixing operation you apply. What is the mixing operation here? I am expecting, you see, this combination you take once, this combination you take once. Okay, now? Actually, two combinations. You just mix it. You mix it and prepare two more combinations. Are you following? So this is how you got this far. Means if you ask me, I cannot do anything. So you have to understand the general knowledge also required. Tell me what is this approach number 3? Tell me approach number 3. What did you saying? Come on, quickly. I say no problem. Not returning values. Who is not returning values? Function. Function is not returning values. Means what? Where are you printing the result? Inside. But taking values from where? Function call. Where are you processing? Inside. Where are you printing the result? Inside only. But taking values from where? Yes. That is called a correct understanding. Correct understanding. Okay, sir. Next, go to next A4, sir. A4, sir. Okay, sir. A4. Okay, I did not understand. Come on. Returning values. Okay, sir. Next. Function. Beautiful. Not taking values means where you will take? Inside the function body. Where you process? Inside. Returning values to whom? Outside. Outside means function call I will return. Actually very easy. Once you concentrate well. Shall I do the third and fourth one? Students in the online, is this understandable? Is this understandable? Fine. First one is taking values and returning values. Second one is not taking values and not returning values. And based on that A1 and A2, I am just combining it. I am combining it. Understanding this? Right. Still, if you get confused, Pooja, you got confused. 1, 2. This is the approach. What is the another way you will write, ma? What is the another way you write? 2, 1 you will write or not? If you get confused, how, ma? 1, 2, 3. How do you write it in another way? 3, 2, 1. What is the another way of writing? 2, 1, 3. What is the another way of writing? Come on. 3, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2. What is the another way of writing? Come on. 1, 3, 2. What is the another way of writing? Last. 2, 1, 3. Over. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1 also over. 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1. That is nothing but. If you get confused means what can I do? It's only the matter of what? 3 factorial ways you can write it. Taking values, returning values is a concept. Not taking values, not returning values. Taking values, returning values. Not taking values, not returning values. 2 approaches. I am crossing that and I will prepare 2 more combinations in the further. Right? So this is something like, here the thing is taking values, returning values. Not taking values, not returning values. I am preparing 2 more combinations. 2 more combinations. These are the final combination. You apply up to data science functions. All of them will follow my classroom notes. Everything will be satisfied with this. Shall I go to approach number 3? Go. Approach number 3. What is the approach number 3? Just to see the title. What is the function name? Add OP. Taking values from where? Function call. Is it returning the values? No. Where I will print the result? Beautiful. Go. I will go to my functions. I will take it, sir. I will take this. Same thing. Only title I am taking. Only title I am taking. Okay, sir. Return. This function approach number 3 dot py. Input taking from where? Taking from function call. Function calls. Processing will be done always in the body. And then next is what? Result. Giving to what? Function. I hope it is inside only. I hope that only. Right or not? See ma? Taking values and next is what? Not returning. Not returning means inside the function body only. Right? Go to this place. In this place, I will go to this area. So now I am writing here, result or output inside a function body now. Just 1 minute. So you have 6:30 in this building. 6:30 there is an English, spoken English, new batch is starting. Any of you are interested, 6:30 you can come here, 6:30 PM. There is a spoken English batch is there today. Right. So coming to the next point here. Coming to the point next, DEF. What is the function name? Come on. Add OP of taking values from function call means what? What should I write it? Formal parameters. X comma what? Y. Any formal parameter you can take it. Okay. What should I do? Process it. Z is equal to what? X plus Y. Now what is our formula? Result. Inside of the function body or outside of the function body? Inside. Means what should I do? Print of, I will say sum of, comma, I will write it like this, comma, close is equal to dot format of x comma y comma z. X comma y comma z. See students, exactly like our formula. Taking values, processing inside, and then printing inside according to just the rule. And next I am writing what here? Main program. What is my main program now? Add OP of, come on, I need to pass the values. Shall I pass the values? Pass it. What are the values? I will read two values. A comma B is equal to float of enter, input of enter first value. Enter what value? First value. Slowly I am increasing the stuff of the logics. Right? Comma. I will say what? Enter second value. Which concept it is? Multi-line assignment. Multi-line assignment. I am reading both the values and pass what? A comma B. See that? A comma B. Passing the result to whom? Passing the A and B to whom? XY. Process it and print the result or not? Very good. And observe the approach number 1. In approach number 1 you are passing. And getting the result back or not? But here what is not there? Return statement is not there. I am printing the result then and there. So I need not to use left side variable. Left side variable I need not to use. No result is coming now. Save this code. Save this code. Approach number 3. Approach number 3. Go to that logic. Say approach 3 dot py. Enter the first value 23. What happens now? Okay. Okay. Approach number 3. And next is called 23.4. So I got the result. Are you following? So even approach number 2.3 and say something like 2.4, you'll get the result like this. Following? Any approach you take it, answer is same. Are you getting? Whichever we are able to use it, whichever we are able to get it come across, That will be from our 4 approaches only. Shall we go to next approach? Yes, so students who are in the online, is it understandable, students? Is it understandable? Come on to the point. Are you getting my point? Yes. Now, coming to the point of it, somebody raised a doubt. Who is this? Gulshan. Sir, if we declare a variable without returning, then what it will return? Gulshan, you see Z is there. This point I told you already in the beginning only. Return C. C I was printed earlier. Without returning, I was printed C or not? Already printed in my class or not? Was it able to access? Then what will return? What it will return? Gulshan, what it will return? Here you see Z. I did not return anything. What it will return? Hard to remember means I cannot do anything, Maketan. So print of what I am saying? C. C na Z. 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 What is that Z? Local variable. I did not return. What is asking? I am not returning, sir. What is the value I have to hold it? What is the value I have to hold it? Error will come or not? See the error. 2 and 3 and 4 return. Z is not defined. Error. This I told you already in my class. Already in my class. Go to the point back. Yes, ma. What is the Pranav? What is your doubt? What is your doubt? You tell me. What is your doubt? Tell me. I don't understand. So coming to the point of it. Go to the point back. Return Z is not there. I need to go to this place. So you can use format specifier. This is not the doubt at all, my dear student. Pranav, see format specifier. For that you are asking so many question marks. Already explained in my class. Already explained in my class. Percentage. Format specifier. I already explained. You please read. Percent of X comma Y comma Z. Z. See that. See that. Coming to the point back. Here I am going to use it. Say 3. Say 4.5. See the answer of it. What happens? X comma Y comma Z. Some bracket mismatching. Bracket mismatching. What is happening there? Percentage F. Percentage F. And percentage F. I forget F. Yes. Go to this place. PY. See that answer. 3 and then 4. Getting or not? Getting or not? Mr. Pranav, are you getting or not? So 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. I told this also. When I was explained this part, already explained in the beginning days only, beginning days only. Displaying the result of the Python program. So where I was explained, you see. So if I go on showing this, beginning level only I said 9 a.m. result, display data. In the display data part only, I used a format specifiers. If you don't know means what can I do, ma? Already explained, na? Already explained with the format specifiers. You see, format specifiers. Printing for percentage D, percentage F, so much of story on that. If you read my notes thoroughly, this is what I am saying from the day 1 onwards. Read my notes without missing so that you will understand very well. No problem. You asked me, I explained. Okay, happy? Right. Puja. Sir, is written, is optional. Means when we need it only when we use that. That only now. When we use, whenever you need it, you use it. Otherwise, not necessary. Sir, here AB taking as an input number. But how these values are assigning to XY? How these values are assigning to XY? So poor. So A and B are called what? Variables. Passing to whom? Where I was explained it in the beginning Python stages only. In the beginning Python programming only. You see now. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. Now I am saying X is equal to A, Y is equal to B. What is this concept called? Assignment operator. Explained already? Already explained. Already explained. Who is this? So, Kurva. Kurva. So, A, B and A is assigned to X, B is assigned to Y. Print AB, print AB, print what? XY. XY. I already said in the class, comma, K comma V is equal to A comma B. What is this is called? Multi-line assignment. Already explained in the class. Where I explained? Assignment operator only explained. So if you ask like that, it's just making me to feel breaks to my class. Already explained or not? Yes. So I hope you need to understand this. Right. Function only, ma. This is also like a assignment only. In the function also, in the variables also, same thing I said. Where it is already addressed in the class, you see. Yesterday's class only I was given a beautiful point. 2 is assigned to X, 3 is assigned to Y. This is only explained. And I mentioned already in my class, where I explained. See, what is that? The formal parameters, list of formal parameters represents list of variables used in the function heading for storing the values coming from where? Function calls. If you listen the class, you will get it. If you don't concentrate, you will not get it. So please take care of that. Right. So I hope you are understanding. So who is that? Pranav, I hope your question marks are solved. I think so. So multiple question marks you kept. I hope your question marks are solved. I think so. Yes. So shall I move forward? Students, shall I move forward? Online students. Can I? Approach number 3. Approach number 3. These doubts are already covered or not? Yes. Shall we move forward? Yes. What is the approach number 4? Approach number 3 over, ma. Approach number 3 over. Approach number 3 over. Approach number 4 I am going. Shall I? Yes. Go. Go to that. So, coming to this. Actually, if you carefully concentrate, this is a beginning statement onwards I am saying. Without you people get the doubt, I will teach, I said. In the same way only I am teaching. And all the doubts you are asking, which is already covered in the class or which is going on in the class. Fine. Approach number 4, I will take it. Let us take approach number 4. Approach number 4. What is approach number 4? Tell me. I will give you one important part here. Approach number 4 dot what? Py. Taking input from, taking input inside of what? Function body. Function body. Okay. Where you will process? Inside the, okay, return the result to whom? To where? Yes, gives the result. Gives result to whom? Function call. This is one beautiful point I will explain today. Actually, it's a dead easy. Not at all difficult. Just like playing with the numbers. Come on, start. DEF. What is the function name? Add OP. Any formal parameters? No. No formal parameters. No formal parameters. Then no formal parameters means no input coming from function call. Where should I take it? Answer, students. Suryan. Where should I take it? Local, no. In the body. In the body. In the body, I will read from keyboard. Say K is equal to float of, take any variables, input of, even I am not copying previous statements. I can copy previous statements, but I don't want to copy and paste. Enter, what is that? First value. Enter what value? First value. Next V is equal to, I take it, this value. Enter second value. Enter second value. I am taking here second value I am saying. Second value. Okay, sir. Next, what I will do? some r is equal to k plus r, k plus r, k plus v, sorry, k plus v. Okay, what are you doing? Written r. What is k, v, r here? Local variables. K, v, r are called which variables? Local variables. Srinivas, not locals. Locals, no. Local variable. Type once. Srinivas, you type it. Local variables. Type it now. Local variables. Because why I will ask you to type is, when you go to interview, you will say your own words. That will give you not correct meaning. Local variables. Very good, Srinivas. Keep it up. So, coming to the main program. Shall I? Main program. Tell me what is this main program? What is my function name? Add OP. Add OP means where it is going. Add OP means where it is going. To the function call. It will read the values. Plus it will compute the result. Returning the result back to the function call or not. So I need to take one left side variable or not. Take one left side variable. What is my left side variable here? Result is equal to print of. Sum is equal to, comma what? Result. So I say there, what is this now? Format of, what is this? Result. Now say this, approach number 4.py. See that 4.py. See, execute 4.py. Say the first value 23, 67. I got the result. I get 67.8 and 9.9. You will get the result. Understand? Right. Now what I am going to say is, ADDOP is not heading. Srinivas, ADDOP is called a function name. DEF, ADDOP, this entire thing is called function heading. Not just heading. Heading, no, function heading. This is called completely called a function heading. This is called a body. Understand? Already I mentioned here in my big beautiful diagram. Already we have a beautiful diagram here. This diagram you see, beautiful diagram. Just you need to read our point to point as it is. If you read, you will do wonders. You need not to keep our intelligence. I'm keeping the subject intelligence in your brain just to follow. Now my intention is, can I access this K, V values here? Can I access? No. Are you following? See, all of you listen carefully. Can I access that K, V values here? No. What I am doing is, you see my dear student, I am going to take it. One important point, same thing I am taking. See, I am telling one additional point for you. Approach 44. 44 means not 44. Some other one. 41. Say, same to same. Here, return R I set. My intention is, I want to return more number of values. Python programming can return either one value or more number of values also it can return. My intention is what? I would like to print like this, my dear students. Look at ma. Sum of, comma, like this is equal to, like this I want to write it. Comma, I'm trying to write what? K, comma, V, comma, result I am writing. But is the K and V can be accessible? Come on, is K and V can be accessible? No, because they are called what? Locals. Nasir, I will answer your doubt, ma. Wait. 2 minutes you wait. I will answer your doubt. Please let me complete my explanation. Okay, wait for 2 minutes. So, coming to this now, 41, you execute this 41, see the error, approach number 4. So, 2 and 3, I got 5. 5 means what? I did not save, I hope so. It is a 44 I executed, right? Okay. I found 41 I will execute. So 2 and 3 error is coming. What is that error, ma? K is not defined. So K is not defined. My interest today is All the local variable values I want to return back to whom? Main program. That time I will say return k comma v comma r. Most important part. Return k comma v comma r. So I'm writing here in Python programming return statement in Python programming return statement we can return statement stmt can return tell me either one value or multiple values, either one value or what multiple values. Did you understand? Return statement can return either one value or multiple values. This is not possible in other languages. C language cannot return more than one value. C language has to return only one variable you have to write. But in Python I can return what? More number of values you can return. See, now it is going to come. Sir, you are returning 3 values. Definitely add OPP will take how many values? 3 values it will take. 3 variables it will take. P comma Y comma T. Take. What is this? What is this one? Come on. Function call with what? Multi-line assignment. Beautiful. Multi-line assignment. K value stored in where? P. V value stored in where? Very good. R value stored in where? Beautiful. Say P comma, come on ma, T comma, come on, P comma, Y comma, T. P comma, Y comma, T. No problem. Now you execute. Beautiful. Now see, 41 you execute. 41. 2 comma 3. See that? And you will get a doubt. Sir, can I use same variables as KVR? Obviously you can use it. K comma V comma R. No problem. This KVR is different. This KVR is different. In your home, KVR are the members. In other home, K and V are the members. 2 houses can have the same person with the different names or same names. Right. So here I say K comma V comma R. K comma V comma R. You execute the program now. You see the result 23 and 45. I got the result. Understand? Okay. Now you see students, I will take some variable different, one variable same, I will take it. Okay. Here I will take last and final K comma V comma R. See how many possibilities of the programming things I am saying. Just to follow this and practice as it is. Once the class is over, practice immediately. 5.6. Understood? Good. Let me take one more situation, students. Beautiful part I am going to give you. Or, one more. Don't leave the session, be in the session. Right. One more I am going to say. What is that function now? Add OP, sir. Sets to call it, sir. Here I am calling. Here the function call with what line assignment? Here I am calling the function with what? Single line assignment. With what? Single line assignment. What is the single line assignment, student? You know, I will take only one variable. Only one variable. That means all the values of KVR are coming to where? Now I am giving. What is that variable you need to find? Result is a variable which is taking what? K value, V value, R value. That KVR contains the same value, duplicate values, unique values, duplicate values, plus immutability will be the solution. Because when you are returning the value, I should not change it, na? So result is such a variable which can hold the same type, different type, all the types with what? Immutability. What is result type is? Why you are coming to the class? It is called what? Sandhya. Wrong answer. It is holding same type, different type, all the types with immutability. It is called a tuple. It is called a tuple. Already explained. Same type, different type, all the types with immutability. It is called what? Tuple. Tuple. Where I was explained tuple, data types already explained. If you don't remember, helpless. beginning only. To become perfection in my class, regularity in reading, regularity in practicing, regularity in attending class. Always I stand on my words at any cost. Come on to the point. Now I am going to say result, print, type of what? Result variable is equal to, comma, type of what? Result. See how important is this class. 2 and 3, what is the type? Okay, 2 and 3 and 4, what is the type? Tuple. Why second time is calling? Because second time you are calling the function, na? Are you following? Which type? Tuple type. Which type? Tuple type. I'll just carry, because I need this in the further classes. I need this type of concept in my further classes. Whenever you forget, na, I will open this program. Like how tuple I was discussed and using now. Like that. Come on, print. What is just you print the result? See the tuple brackets and result also you see. Because concept is very simple. 4 and 5 you say. Last one you see. What is this now? 4 index 0, 1 and 2. Come on, go. I will print it. Come on, print. What is this now? Say sum of. I say sum of. Say comma is equal to dot format of. Yes. Result of 0, comma, result of 1, comma, result of 2. Beautiful. Indexing, slicing already explained. Yes, beautiful. 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. If you just see on the screen of the board, sir will do wonderful magics programming in the class. If you practice, you will become excellent. If you don't practice, I cannot enter into, my intelligence will not enter into your brain. Such artificial intelligence India has not given so far. Suppose I want to row some knowledge, you will get as it is, not possible. We have to work hard, first of all. So, like that. Immutability means tuple. Okay. So, immutability means not a tuple. Immutability means what? I am saying same values, unique values plus duplicates with what? Immutability. That is tuple. Unique values with immutability, frozen set. Immutability, mutability with unique values, set 2. Already open the notes, Indian Constitution. My notes is Python Constitution. Everything is there. If you can't do that, I can't do anything. Is it understandable, students? I can do like this also. I can do like this also. See, I will do like this. I will do like this. Or I will do what here? Last part you see. I do like this. What is it? You see. I do. What I do, you know, I say. It is called -2. It is called -3. This is called -3. This is called -2. This is called what? -1. Which indexing? Don't know, right? Negative indexing. 0, 1 to left side, -1 to right side. Once you know subject, you can do wonders. If you don't read, what you can do? 3, 4, 4, 5. See that beautiful answer? Beautiful answer. I used to say very regular answer. If you have very good hair, you can comb left side, right side, any fashion you want, you can. Bypass road, ring road is there, you can't do anything else. You have to satisfy with that only. Subject is also like what? Like this. Are you following? How many approaches? 4. Approach 1, taking values, returning values. Approach 2, not taking, not returning. Third, not taking, returning. Taking, returning. Not taking, returning. Last one. These examples, I will post it. I will post it. Right. Fine. So, you have to follow my discussion. I hope this is more clear for you. Is it understandable, students? Right. Shall I stop the class? Right. Yes, ma. I will just post the notes. I'll post the notes. Yesterday's evening notes. What about yesterday's evening notes? Evening notes is something different came. Different notes, huh? Okay. Maybe in a hurry manner, it is going to maybe came to quickly. I'll just see that and I will pass it. Okay. Right. Thank you. Good day. Tomorrow I will continue the functions topic only. Don't miss it. Right, Ma. I will check that notes and I will post it. I will post it. Right. Thank you. Good day.